What is going on, everybody? This is Dave Scott here, and right now I am back with another episode of our WWE series in TEW 2013. Welcome back to the channel, every each and one of you. Is that a saying? Every each and one of you? No. Let's go to Raw. It's the go home show for Fastlane. So to start off the pre-show, that's my Skype going off, by the way. My apologies for that. Don't think you should. Gotcha. Blake and Murphy make their debut. Alright, I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so here's a bit of synopsis on what just happened and what you just saw. So, Blake and Murphy are called up along with Blissy Boo. They have been requested in popular demand, well, Blissy Boo has in the comment section. A lot of people want her on the main roster, so I decided to go ahead and call up Blake and Murphy and Alexa as well. So now we have Vamp, and as you see, the funny thing about this is why I'm laughing so hard is that I knew this would happen for some odd reason. Is that I knew that. So if you guys don't know, Alexa and Murphy are dating in real life. So Blake is about the third wheel in the Bam stable. So I wanted to bring in another valet so that Murphy could have Alexa, lucky man, and Blake could have another girl. And so I brought in Amanda from Tough Enough, and I'm like, she fits the bill well. Her and Alexa look a bit similar. Amanda's definitely not as hot as Alexa, though, but... So I'm like, alright, we'll just do BAAMF. So, Blake, Alexa, Amanda, Murphy factor. And then they go and... Amanda screws it up, and they have bad chemistry. And I'm not putting Amanda with Blake, with Murphy. So we're just going to keep the original Banff. I was leery on doing that choice anyway, so I guess this was just kind of confirmation that I should stick with the original Banff, and yeah, because they do have all three of them have great chemistry. But nonetheless, we are in the Target Center. I'm pretty sure we've been there before, in front of 9,170 people, not 70, in front of 9,107 people. Go home show for Fastlane. We start off with a pre-show match. Blake and Murphy make their main roster debuts, defeat the primetime players in 722, and Murphy defeated Darren Young by pinfall of the Brainbuster. Blissy Boo did good work at ringside. And we move on to a 81B. Great action and a good crowd. Sheamus defeated Ryback in 12:31 by pinfall of the Bro Kick. And there we go. Let's see. No improvements. And that ends us on our pre-show. So we start off 72B minus. Mauro Ranallo and Booker T hype the upcoming match. The main event tonight. It's the entire New Day will take on Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose from the comfort of their announce table in the main event tonight. Mauro Ranallo's improving at acting. And very good. Still don't have a picture for him. 82B, Brock Lesnar starts out Raw with Paul Heyman. Paul cuts a promo on Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman and how the Beast will conquer the Eater of Worlds and all that good stuff, and how that Bray is no match for Brock, and at their collision at WrestleMania, it will be an absolute beatdown, and Bray and his family will be absolutely destroyed. And then Braun Strowman comes out from under the ring and jumps in the ring and sneak attacks Brock and beats him down. He mauls Brock Lesnar. Absolutely destroys him. And I wanted to get a bit of hype for Braun Strowman, make him look like a legitimate threat for Fastlane. Let's see, just make sure. Okay, D&D. I want to make sure that Braun is taken as a legitimate threat for the match at Fastlane. So that's how we started off this Raw. And it was pretty good rating as well. And then we go to a 68C+. Good action never cheat. The Dudley Boys and the Usos defeated King Barrett, Alberto Del Rio, and the Ascension in 10:08, when Jimmy Uso defeated Victor by pinfall the Diving Splash. Alberto Del Rio's performance skills, also improving in flying skills. King Barrett's improving in technical skills, and Victor, Connor, and Del Rio are improving in rumble skills. 75B minus, the video airs hyping Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, the main event. Number one contenders match to see who will face Triple H at WrestleMania for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That match happens this Sunday at Fastlane. Then we move on to a 80B. Great action never cheat. AJ Styles beating Stardust in an 8:28 by pinfall of the Super Styles Clash. Stardust improving in rumble skills. Styles pulling out that uber finisher. And then we go to a 82B. After the match involving Stardust, AJ Styles is attacked from behind by Chris Jericho, and so judges the humiliation of falling to his own finishing move following a low blow. So Chris Jericho jumps AJ Styles from behind. Obviously, they have a match this Sunday for the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Jericho hits a low blow on Styles and then actually pulls off the Styles Clash on AJ himself. Then we go to a 69C plus Good Action Never Cheat. Sasha Banks defeated Natalya in 5:53 by pinfall with a wheelbarrow bulldog. Natalya seemed off her game. And there we go. We move on. Charlotte was on commentary about that, by the way. And then we move on. We see backstage. Braun Strowman is randomly in a dark room somewhere, like, I don't know, just like with a sheet mask on, just looking at the camera, and then Brock just comes in from the side and just murders him, and just kills Braun Strowman and just jumps him from behind, and then a few minutes into the beating, Bray also sweeps in from the other side of the camera angle and destroys Brock. So Brock came in and destroyed Braun to get retribution for what Braun did earlier this night, and then Bray came in and made the save and beat down Lesnar. And so Bray came across well. Braun looked lost. Brock wanted to go off script, but I knew that Braun would bomb with no script. So I took the risk of having only Brock go off script. And Bray was able to improvise with Brock's improvisation, but Braun was not. So Heyman helped Brock, and Brock improvised well, and Bray came across well. But Braun struggled badly because other people weren't following the script, and then Braun looked lost. So it is a decent segment overall. The match should be pretty good. I'm not expecting it to do wonders, Brock versus Braun at Fastlane, but I'm expecting great things out of Brock versus Bray. And then we move on to the 82B, the return match of John Cena. Great action and a good crowd. John Cena and Kalisto defeated Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens in 13:21 when Dolph Ziggler was counted out while fighting John Cena. Kevin Owens made sure not to get pinned by John Cena in this, because then the whole WrestleMania match would be kind of pointless. So Cena makes his return, teams with Kalisto, beats down Dolph and KO, combines two feuds in one, puts on a great 82B match. John Cena improves in technical skills, and yeah, good stuff there. And then we have there's always that one point where I don't hit the next button. 84B plus, the cameraman catches just out of the corner of his angle Triple H and Roman Reigns backstage talking to each other. The camera can't pick up what they're talking about, but it does see that they are talking to each other. 75B minus graphic is shown on the screens to confirm that Daniel Bryan will be making a return and having an important announcement this Sunday at Fastlane. So we'll go ahead and pre-book that in for Fastlane. We're just going to book a single promo. There we go. For Daniel Bryan, and you guys will know what the promo is about this Sunday at Fastlane. And this is just basically to make sure that I don't forget to put the angle in. This is not going to be what actually happens at Fastlane. So there we go. Hype, hype, hype. So now John Cena and Daniel Bryan are back in the company after the injury. And then 78B for the main event, great action and a good crowd. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns defeated the New Day in a handicap match in 15:45 when Dean Ambrose defeated Xavier Woods by pinfall with a Dirty Deeds. Yeah, Biggie and Roman Reigns are both performing performance skills. Alright, now, 81B, Dean Ambrose is heading to the back. He wins, Roman and him celebrates, and they're both heading to the back when all of a sudden, Roman Reigns jumps Dean Ambrose, and he absolutely destroys him. As he reaches the stage, he was attacked by Roman Reigns, who comes out of nowhere from behind. Roman Reigns then picks Dean Ambrose up and power bombs Dean Ambrose right off the stage, through a table, and onto a bunch of equipment. As Roman Reigns looks on smiling, Dean Ambrose is stretchered out with a neck brace as he does his double fist in the air thing. And shouts, "Believe that." And the announcers are in shock, and they do one last hype for Fastlane, and this turns Roman Reigns. 81B for the final rating of our Go Home show for Raw, increasing our popularity in 16 regions. I really want to know what you guys think about this Raw. I thought it was very good. I like what we're doing with Brock, Braun, and Bray. I think the debut of Banff also went very well. And I think the Roman Reigns turn gives us a lot of options of where to go with Roman Reigns' character. And I think I have an idea of what I want to do with it. I'm going to have to think this idea out so that I can plan it very calculated. I can go about this in a slow way, and I can go about this building it the right way, unlike WWE. But it's very, very good to finally get Roman heel. Because this gives me so many other options just than having Roman play the underdog babyface, which I never understood. So we're definitely just heating up the series, and it's going to be a lot of interesting things to come with Roman Reigns. I'll see you guys at the main title screen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the main title screen, and let's see, here we go. So, this is a little tip that I recently found out on the Great Elk forums that might be useful for you guys. I'm sure if you've ever played as WWE, you've had the troubles of NXT going out and signing a bunch of guys that you don't want and pushing them instead of your developmental talent that you want them to push. Well, I recently learned this on the Great Elk forum. Shout out to Soxfan for telling this to everybody and for me to seeing it. Let's go into the here. So if you go to NXT's product and you go to hiring rules, you can set nobody under 21 years old and nobody over 21 years old. And nobody within these parameters exists. I don't think. Except for people who are 21. So, let's see. Nobody under... One second. I gotta figure this out. Confused. Alright, I fixed this. So, if you set the hiring rules to get the company, I'm sorry, the commentary game is not that good today. The company to hire nobody over 21 years old and then nobody under 25 years old. That means that they can't hire anybody 21 and up or 25 and below. So basically, there's no age that this means they can hire. They can't hire anyone from 21 to even 81, and then they can't hire from 25 to like 1 if there's a 1-year-old in the game. So, if you guys know what I mean, it's a good way to stop them from hiring other people that you don't want, and it controls you to be the only person that selects their roster. So, yeah, nobody over 21, and then nobody under 25. Works out good. So, go to emails, raw ratings. Let's see. We are up on the USA Network. Good stuff there. And final card for Fastlane, we have Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Charlotte versus Becky? Oh. I was thinking it was Sasha. That's why I gave her the win. Okay. Well. Whatever. Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler, and then Daniel Bryan's return. Guys, that's going to do with this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smack that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you want something kind of like this. Thank you all so much for coming up on 1,500 subscribers. That is a huge, huge milestone. As I'm recording this, we are currently at 1,498. But this is astronomical. This is such an accomplishment. Something I never guessed would have happened when I first started making YouTube videos. I thank you all so very, very much for all of your support and through the ups and downs. For stopping and starting so many series. I know that's a problem of mine. But I just wanted to really extend my gratitude towards the loyal fans, to the fans that just have clicked the subscribe button and that don't even watch my stuff anymore. That still means a lot that I did do something to influence you to feel like you like me enough just to be able to show your support, just show that little bit of support, and clicking one button that takes about 1 second. That is just, whoever would have thought that so many of those little acts of gratitude could add up to something so big. Now, I know there are millions and millions of people that have more than me out there, but there are also millions and millions of people that have less than me out there. So I know I really do not deserve as much as I have, and I thank you all so much for it. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't want to get too sappy to end off this video because it's getting a bit long, But I really just want you guys to know that I am forever grateful for all the things that you've done for the channel, because without you, I'm talking to nobody. I'm just sitting and talking to my computer, and my computer is not really the best listener, if you know what I mean. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and keep subscribing up there and comment down below, and I will see you next time, guys.